have the kettle on in the background, so I'm about to make some chocolates. So while we were away in Scotland and on our way back and that, we stopped at a place called Kendal, and there they do a Kendal mint cake. So we do have half a bar there. Now I've been questioning myself how to do this. Oh, it is lovely. So it's like hard stuff. Now I don't know whether to cut this into squares and then dip them into the chocolate and just have them like that, or have a bowl of melted chocolate and chop these up into tiny little bits. I'm yet to decide, but anyway, in the meantime, I'm just gonna do 2 bars. I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of chocolate, but today I'm actually going to try this in the microwave. I'm just trying to make an easy job of it. Might not work. Now I think I do have 3 bars in the house if need be. Yeah, I just fancied doing it. Thought this would be fun. I do have to make my mind up though, unless if I did sort of half and half. Did like a couple of squares on that, or all that in squares, and then the rest of that is in bits. I don't know. Right, first things first, let's melt this. Just like that, a bit of magic. So what I've decided is I've crumbled up some, but I'm going to do 4 whole ones. So we don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know which way would be the better way. I personally think the little bits, but we'll have to see. So if we just get those bits done first. Oh yeah, that's quite a lot of chocolate then, isn't it? There's going to be loads left over. So it looks like I'm going to have to chop up a bit more of the Kendal cake. So I'm going to say that's about it. I've used, so this was a whole bar, I've used two rows of that. So I'm just going to make like little circle patties with this. The chocolate's really spreading on those. So I don't think these want to be that big. Just like little pennies, I suppose. Now apparently you can actually buy this Kendal chocolate, Kendal mint cake with dark chocolate on it, which she tried selling me, but I told her no. The whole point was is that I wanted to try this myself. I wanted to do it last time. Right, there we have it. I will just see if I can scrape out a bit more, and then that's that. See if we can make one of these bigger. There we go. So that's 2 bars of chocolate and not quite a full one of those Kendal mint cakes. Right, let's get this in the fridge. And good morning. So did you enjoy those chocolates? I did. Do you know what? I had one of each. I cannot say to which one I particularly like. If I had to say, it had to be the chopped up one. Dan tried a chopped up one. So they were really scrummy. Highly recommend to do that. I've been thinking of other stuff I can do with that. So I've just been under the sofa. I've brought this in because this broke. It fell off the hangy, didn't it? It fell off the hangy when and broke it all. It's all broke. So I've got new hangies, got my glue gun, and I've got a set of lights. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these set of lights. So I've got this over here, which our lovely friends Kev and Kate brought us last time we'd seen them. So I've put candles in them today. I don't know if I've got any more tea candles, if I'm honest. But what I want to do is wrap around some little twinkle lights as well. So I'm just trying to get some washing done today. I've done 5 loads altogether since I've gotten back. The next couple of loads will be like bedding and towels and stuff like that. And then that's about it. Maybe one more load of clothes. So yeah, all going well. I'm not feeling too sharp today. I woke up with a bad sore throat and I feel a bit not myself, I want to say. Right, anyway, I'm going to start off with doing me twinkle lights, I think, because that's a nice easy job. I get to sit down. Say hello to my lot. Sorry again. He's ill as well. So there we have it. Don't they look so much more prettier? Don't get me wrong, it'll look better at night, but how pretty is that? Just need some Christmas music. So for today's dinner, I'm going to be making meatballs with like a tomato sauce, cheese and stuff like that. I'm aiming for it to be a bit like, what's it called, Subway, a bit like that. I'm going to be doing it in a dish and Dan just can eat it however. I think he wants pasta. So I'm going to be doing this in the oven today, so I'll get that on, ready. It'll be an easy kind of a thing where like he can just reheat it or whatever. It's going to take time anyway. Right, there we go. So first things first. No, I'm not copying no recipe. I haven't found no recipe. I haven't looked for no recipe. I'm just using what I've got. I've got 2 of these, so I'm going to use this and just add some herbs and stuff like that. Right, so first things first. Let's get these cut up. I want to get this sauce like a herby sauce, so we'll do that first. If you've got any other ideas how I can do this, please let me know. Put it down in the comments. I'm just going by off my head today, and my head's not with it. Oh, look at that, look. So in that I've added garlic salt. I'm going to do a bit of oregano. And I'm going to do a bit of basil actually. Oh, that could be too much. Oh dear, I hope not. Right, let's move that aside. So I'm going to make a start on my meatballs. I'm just going to use this as the bowl. So in here I'm going to use more oregano. I'm going to go for a bit of parsley on this one. A bit of pepper. And a tiny bit of salt. I don't want too much. Right, let's see how that goes. I didn't want to add onions, I'm going to be honest. I was going to and I thought about it. I have washed my hands. I'm going to grate some like Parmesan cheese into it. So I don't want these too overly flavoured because I know the sauce is going to have it. So this is looking quite good. So I'm going to be putting the cheese on now in a minute. And I'm going to be making homemade garlic bread. At this point I am actually I'm trying to drain the fat off it. I should have cooked the meatballs first separate and then added the sauce, but hey ho. So I've scooped out as much as I can. It's actually looking an awful lot better now. I've scooped out loads. Now I say I should have cooked the meatballs first, but by doing this it doesn't matter anyway. See all that oil, look? And that's flavour. Any residue from that anyway will be flavour, won't it? Anyway, I've scooped out what I can. I'm now going to add the cheese and bake it in the oven for 10 more minutes or so. We'll see. Just need to check on me washing. I only did 2 loads today and it's just taken me forever, but I'm not feeling well, and as the day's going on I'm feeling worse. I have to switch it all off and stuff. It's complicated. Yeah, but I've got a few bits that are dry. Yeah, this morning I put the electric blanket on our bed. I stripped the one out in the motorhome. So, but yeah, so anyway, right, I'm jumping ahead. So I've stripped the one out in the motorhome ready to wash, and then stripped ours and put the electric blanket on. It was a bit chilly there last night, but then last night I was in bed, went to Next. I've got some Christmas bedding coming and a top for me. So, but it didn't come today because it's Sunday. I have to wait till Monday now, but because that's where I got last year's bedding from, my Christmas one. So I thought I'd do that. Oh. Right, this is looking fabulous now, a lot better. There we have it. So I'm going to add some cheese now, get that back into the oven quick and work on some garlic bread. So I will be using like the Parmesan one. This isn't the one I bought actually, this is actually a substitute, so I wasn't too impressed, but it will be fine. Still the same thing. And then I've just got a new block of Cathedral City Strong as well. I think that's strong. Oh yeah, mature, yeah. Garlic bread, that's what I'm making with this tonight. Homemade garlic bread. I was going to do pasta, but I'm not feeling very well now, so I think it's just going to be garlic bread. So I've just baked off some little those par-baked rolls, and I'm just going to be frying them off in some garlic butter.
Hang on a minute. What did you just say?
What?
I'm not having pasta now.
I'm not feeling very well. You mean I can do pasta? I'll do pasta for you.
No, I'll have garlic bread.
No, I'll do pasta. I thought they were like,
no, I'll have garlic bread.
No, it's only a matter of boiling
honestly,
a bit of pasta.
I'm happy with garlic bread.
Right, anyway, so I'll do 2 at the minute. I'm not going to actually be cooking these yet, so I've got 1 more left. And then I'm going to be, this garlic butter is good actually. I've had it out on the worktop to soften so I can spread it properly.
I don't like butter.
It's garlic butter, it'll be melted. So I did just scrape a little bit on top as well, Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some, because there ain't no like flecks of green in there, which is always nice when you have a bit of garlic bread. I'm just going to put some chives on that. There we have it. Flick those back over. I think they're going to cook up lovely, they are. So it's ready. Ta-da! I'm just going to let it sit in the oven, keep warm until Dan's ready for it. And good morning to one and all. So we're all up to date now, okay? So if you haven't seen the last 4 vlogs belonging to me back in Scotland, when we were in Scotland and when we got home and stuff, please go back and watch them. Right, today, yes, so we are all up to scratch. So I am going to try and focus on trying to get vlogs out again. Just, you know, we're away and stuff like that. Life gets hold of you, doesn't it? Anyway, today is party day. Dan's looking forward to this. He's only just found out that that's what we're doing today. So one thing, now we did plan to do this when we got back from Scotland. A little party, cheese and stuff like that, because we've got some nice cheeses to try. And straight away, I know Dan likes vol-au-vents with a party. But I don't know why, but Tesco's don't sell vol-au-vent cases. Maybe seasonal, maybe they do at Christmas, I don't know, but they didn't yesterday either. So what I did, I bought a roll of puff pastry, ready-made, alright, who cares? And I'm going to see if I can make my own vol-au-vent cases. Now, when I do these, Dan likes mushrooms and peppercorn sauce. Now, I do have a few older mushrooms to try and rescue first, so I'm going to use those first. So, yeah, we're just going to have all nibbles and stuff today. So, not a lot else is going on today. Just trying to get a bit of washing done. Just one load. Just a load belonging to Dan. Yeah, nothing else happening. It's too cold. I do have to go back out and wash that van again, but that's certainly not today. Right, anyway, I'm going to peel all my mushrooms and I'm going to show you how to do these. So Dan did just come up with a good idea, because obviously I've never made a vol-au-vent case like this. This might not even work. So Dan come up with an idea. How about putting the filling into like the pastry and roll it up like maybe like a sausage roll, and then you could cut it into sort of slices and stuff. I think that's a pretty good idea, but I do want to try and see if I can make vol-au-vent cases, see if this actually works. If it doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So yeah, we'll go with this one for now. Obviously you can put your own filling into a vol-au-vent case. You know, everybody likes different stuff, egg, mayo, prawns, everything, but Dan does like mushrooms and the peppercorn sauce, so I'm going to stick with that today. Saying that though, I have actually been craving an egg sandwich. Now, anyone that knows me will know that I'll only have an egg once a year, once every 2 years, sorry, if that, but yeah. How do you fancy like an egg sandwich, Annie?
I would love an egg sandwich.
We're going to do a high tea. That's what we're going to do, high tea. So I used up all the, I want to say old ones. They weren't old, but the older mushrooms. I don't think I'm going to need to start on this new pack. I shouldn't have brought it. So what I'm going to do is just lightly saute those, cook those down, and make the sauce. Saute. Is it? Okay. So yeah, this will then be just pre-made. You can pre-make this. That's going to be absolutely fine. So what else does Dan like with his parties? Do you like
Cocktail sticks.
Cocktail sausages on sticks. I'm going to have to go and find me sticks. Let me just go and get a bit of butter.
Pickled onions.
Oh yeah, we've got pickled onions. Yeah, it's going to be a nice little feast today. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to do too much, because I don't know, we just don't eat that amount, and I don't want a load of food wasted. But not only that, I don't really want too much left over for tomorrow, because Dan will probably have a mashed dinner tomorrow. Right, anyway, let's cook these down. I am just waiting for the pastry I'm giving it a few, as long as I can really, because it has been frozen, so I'm trying to defrost that. Well, you don't want too much butter on these, believe it or not, otherwise they're going to end up all wet and a bit nasty. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely enough filler. See that, look, so there is a bit of water that's come out of that. I might drain that off, we'll see. Actually, I might keep it in there, it might be flavour, but look how much that's actually reduced. So this might not actually be enough, but anyway, we're going to go with it. So what I'm going to do at this point, now I might have to add 2 of these, I'm not sure, but to start with I'm just going to add 1 peppercorn sauce. And then I've got extra like peppercorns that I like to add to it as well. Always makes it scrummy. Really peppery. Alright, so I've just got to add milk to that. Oh yeah, I can smell it already. It smells lovely. On top of that then, yeah, I like to add a few peppercorns. Get it in there, sunshine. And get some of that grated. It has to preferably be freshly grated, ground, or whatever you want to call it. Just give that a quick stir. See, that's not going to make as much as I initially thought. I always forget that this sort of goes down to nothing. Add a drop more milk. And I'm going to say that that's going to be done. Now you might think, oh, it looks a bit loose, Mazzy, but that's actually going to thicken up between now and when I get that into the pastry cases. Right, next thing, let's get some of, I've just fished those out. Let's get a couple of eggs on for eggy sandwiches. We'll do 3. Bit of salt. I've always done it, don't ask. Get some sausage rolls. I'm going to do the sausage rolls in the air fryer. Just the last of the pack there, because in the oven I do want to be doing my cases. So let's just get those on. See, look, this is thickened up already, look. So I'm just going to wait for me eggies. Right, let's see if we can make, I just hope that's going to be defrosted. See if we can make some volivants cases. So what I'm going to use is probably that for the bottom and do like 3 of those. I don't really know how I'm doing this. I can only imagine that there's going to be quite a bit of wastage on this really. But anyway, we'll go with it. And then I've got to cut out smaller circles, which I don't know how yet or what to use. Can we get a 3rd there? Yes, get a 3rd. I've never made my own volivants. I know this isn't from scratch or anything, but I've not made volivants like using this before. Right, so just going to place those on a baking sheet there. I've got to try and be quick with this really. I don't want these to dry out. So I'll do 6 of those to start with. I think these are going to be big ones. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Yeah, I've got a feeling these are going to be biggies. Yeah, it's going to be an awful lot of wastage, isn't it? Because on the next one then, all I've got to do is cut out like the inner circle bits. Just keep an eye on my eggs. No, they're not boiled yet. Right, so they're going to be my bases. I'm assuming I'm only going to probably get 6 out of this. I don't know yet. So I need to cut another 6. That might actually work actually. If I turn this upside down and then try and cut around that. I think that might actually work. Bit fiddly. Is it worth the fiddleness? I may as well just cut it out myself really, mightn't I? I'm going to put that on there like that. So I'm going to have to brush these, aren't I? With egg or so. I'm just going to cut them out, I think. A lot easier. So I've done the best I can. These were like from the leftover, so a little thicker. I thought I'd just do that. It's just a little leftover, and if I can, I'll just pop it down in the middle once it's cooked. So I'm using milk, I'm not using egg. Let's just give these a quick brush. So I have got the oven on nice and hot. Now whether these are going to work or not, but anyway, I'm giving it a go, you know. Got quite a lot out of that pack actually, if I'm honest. I definitely haven't got enough filler for all of these, but if they turn out alright, then I can always just make enough more filler. Sorry. Right, that'll do for that. Let's get that in the oven. My sausage rolls have stopped. I've just got to put them on a little longer. Right, Dan ain't letting me do the next step. So usually I do like cress in my sandwich. It's peppery, isn't it? So I don't have cress. So I thought I'll chop up finely, you know, nicely, a bit of wild rocket. No, he saw me, didn't he? So he said no rocket, but he did agree on some chives. So I think some chives could be quite good with it. Just a small amount, make it look posh. Remember, we're cutting the crusts off and everything. Sausage rolls are nearly done, but I'm going to be honest, I do not like the way an air fryer cooks sausage rolls. They're much better in the oven, so I'm a little bit disappointed with those. So I'm going to stop those now in a minute. But check these out, look, they're actually rising. That's brilliant. Sausage rolls, I've taken them out. I've had to open the window, it's really hot. So in here we do have now some cocktail sausages. They're okay in the air fryer. It's just pastry. Oh, pastry. Oh, nearly forgot. Yep, they're coming along nice actually. So in this is just mayonnaise. I might have to add some more. And let's hide a little bit of this green stuff. It just makes it look posh, doesn't it? What are you up to?
I'm just wondering how many pieces of green you're putting in it.
Say hello to my lot.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting. Right, sandwiches are made. Gonna wrap those up, put them in the fridge. And these are done as well. So I'm gonna take those out. Let's take a look at your babies. Okay. That's not too shabby actually, is it? That's worked out pretty well. Well, it's all coming together. I gotta admit, it was one of the easiest parties I think I've ever done. Brilliant. So I've got the sandwiches in the fridge. What I'm gonna do is, not yet maybe, like maybe in an hour or so, take the whole lot out and just leave it all on the coffee table there. So, but I have done all this. But what I do have to do is cut up like some cheese for the cheese and crackers. Oh yeah, and do these folly ones. But I don't think I want to do the vol au vents till the last minute. We'll see, we'll see. Right, I'm just in the middle of tidying there. But yep, so we've got cocktail sausages, sausage rolls. Well disappointed with those. Some nibbles there, so I was going to put the cheese on there. I love a bit of Stilton, and these are the two then that we got from Isle of Arran. So this one is chunky pickle, sorry, and this one's black peppercorn. We also got the pickle. Dan's actually opened that. The Arran mustard. It's a shame we haven't got no ham in it. And this one I bought as well, caramelised onion chutney. Now I bought the Stilton because, I'll be honest, I probably will prefer the Stilton over any cheese. It's not that I won't like these, but if I'm having a bit of cheese and crackers, which I rarely do, very rare, I don't really want, I'm not a big, I don't like to, eat a load of cheese on crackers on a regular basis. Once a year at Christmas, maybe twice over Christmas. So anyway, right, we've got poppy sesame seed crackers, because we did get these ones from the Isle of Arran as well, chili and caramelised onion, but they just don't look like my type of biscuit. They look quite oaty, so that's why I thought I'd go for those ones as well. So what I'm going to do though, I will prepare these. So these three here possibly might have been the ones where I sort of rolled it out myself, so they've turned out a bit better. Anyway, right, let's get these down. Yeah, I'm not going to reheat. Look how thick that's got now. I'm not going to reheat that until the last minute, because I think I prefer these hot, and then that way then these aren't going to get all soggy, are they? Dan was just saying about this, I should have turned that into like let's say a cheese straw. I think that would have been really nice, but anyway, I didn't do it. Yeah, they've turned out really well. Oh, okay, that one's a bit stodgy in there.
No, don't stop it.
No, so is that one.
Get them back in.
No, you can't get them back in.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm worried about.
no, that's all right.
If I won't stodgy.
They're not. It's these two. Look. See that? Look.
No.
Yeah, they're going in the bin. The rest of them are lovely.
Right, just cook them longer.
No, the oven's off. So what I will do then, I will cut a bit of each cheese and put them on here. You want to try both these, babe, do you?
Oh yes, please.
You do. Right. We actually watched these make these in the shop. I don't know how to open this. How do I open these then? Let me get a plate. Has that one got a... No, I'm guessing it's just a matter of cutting into it then. So is that cheese or is that wax? That's cheese. So ta-da! Well, that's it for now anyway. That's got to go in the fridge and do those at the last minute. You ready for a party, darling?
Certainly am.
Me too.